Welcome, everyone. Thank you for joining today's Partner Spotlight. I'm Ed Kosak with the Oracle Alliances and Channels organization, and I'm here with a principal from Persistent, Rhon Daguro. Rhon, welcome. Thanks for being here today.
Thank you for having me.
Rhon is the Senior Vice President at Persistent, and Persistent has been a long-term great Oracle customer that's done a lot in the area of digital transformation. But before we get into that, Rhon, why don't we just step back a little bit and have you talk a little bit to the audience about Persistent in your organization and what it is that you do.
Basically, Persistent is considered what we call like a system integrator partner to Oracle. But it goes a little bit further than that. We have a deeper relationship with Oracle in the sense that we actually do outsourced engineering for Oracle products.
Okay.
So there's a series of products on the identity side that we contribute to engineering. Oracle had acquired a couple startups where we actually did the engineering for those startups.
Gotcha.
So not only do we kind of integrate the products, but we are also fundamental to building those products as well as building some innovation roadmaps. So that's a little bit different in terms of our relationship with Oracle. And then on top of that, we are working with Oracle on some new innovation paths for some of these products. And so we actually develop some of these innovations, we bring them to Oracle, and then Oracle kind of figures out whether they fit in the roadmap. And so that's how we're kind of contributing to the strategy of Oracle.
Gotcha. Okay. No, that's great. That alignment is critical. Can you explain a little bit about Persistent's view of what digital transformation means?
Absolutely. And there's just so many times that word is just so overly used, right? So a lot of times people think digital transformation is just taking paper things and making them into a digital record, or maybe taking a process of, a slower process of, pen and paper, then putting it into the computer, then having the computer send data to another place, and that could be digital transformation. But in the regards of how we speak about it, there's two things that we fundamentally think about. One is what we call IT modernization, and then digital transformation.
Okay.
IT modernization is a notion of, let's say, taking a website and turning it into mobile, or taking a server that you have at your server rooms in your company and moving it to cloud.
Gotcha.
So really, it's like advancing technology to the next modern thing. So we call that IT modernization. Digital transformation is a little bit different in the sense that what we're trying to do now is figure out how to create top-line monetization revenue opportunities where we can take some of the assets in the company that typically are just digital data assets and figure out how to monetize it and actually generate revenue. So that's what we call digital transformation. Gotcha.
A great perspective and really an interesting division of how you go through that. That's really helpful. So there's been some exciting news around what Persistent is doing with Oracle specifically. Why don't you share a little bit with the audience about that?
Yep. So as Oracle is kind of moving into the future in terms of cloud, in terms of mobile, social, big data, Internet of Things, those protocols, those devices are now relying on what we call a REST API. And a REST API is a very simple way that Google standardized on, Yahoo, all the modern properties have standardized on to actually extrapolate and join data together. So like United, Uber, everybody is focusing on REST API. Gotcha. Now here's the beauty of it. As we go and do REST APIs, Oracle has a fundamental, huge opportunity to secure these with Oracle Identity. So the big news is that Persistent worked with Oracle. We developed a REST API layer for the identity security platform. And now we're exposing that to lines of businesses to now use them in ways to make monetization platforms, the ways for charging for services, to use them in consumer and customer-facing use cases, as opposed to just company, internal organization use cases.
Wow.
So these are
that's hugely impactful, obviously.
That's the whole future now. How do we impact these businesses to generate top-line revenue, but doing it securely in a way that they can be assured that what they're putting out there and what they're selling, they're still protecting their company, they're protecting their consumers, and they're doing it in a safe way and not reckless way.
What's the best way for the organization to engage with you?
Yes, well, they can definitely reach out to me directly, and we're also engaged with the sales force, and they can reach out to those counterparts. We have folks in the East Coast, on the West Coast, and also in Central, and we're exposed to the sales organization that way.
I first want to thank you for coming today and being part of the Partner Spotlight, Rhon. Thank you. Secondly, I want to thank Persistent for your commitment to Oracle on multiple levels in ultimately helping our customers to succeed in the marketplace, which obviously, a couple of great stories of getting that done. Again, I want to thank everybody for joining today's Partner Spotlight webcast. And in a second, we'll put up a slide that has Rhon's direct contact information. You're welcome to reach to him directly, or please feel free to contact me, edward.kosak@oracle.com. And again, thank you so much for joining today's Partner Spotlight with Persistent. Have a great day.